All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, bless up to you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way to get things sorted out. So as you saw by the title, we are going right over the world because we have been busy all over the world checking out a lot of ladies games to make sure we get as much information to come back to compile our post-match analysis. Then definitely we are going to add some things that we had on the back end, like Cibao versus Cavaliers. We had took a small look on that, but we are going to get back into it as well. For people that only wants like maybe Jamaica Reggae Boys and men's football, maybe I will have a different program for that. That is the overseas playing players and what they are doing, ratings and everything. I will catch up on that. But as what I've said to you guys on my last video uploaded, I've said that I won't be doing anything much aside from ladies football because I've always told you what I'm going to be doing for the next set of games. All right, so it was all ladies football on both of my platforms. All right, so we saw our brother, and I know it's Sunday, so a lot of people won't be here early, but it's perfectly fine. Let me know your thoughts on all of the topics them coming in. All right, we are going to have a guest as well in the stream because we always have our guests, so we can chop up things as well. But for this period of the stream, I will be breaking down everything that I saw took place. All right, so we are going to start with Concacaf. We had Cibao. Let me bless up everyone first before we get into it. We saw Sean in the building. Massive respect, my brother. Suriname in the building. Then we have Vinny Congo with Juras as well. I had put up Juras' comment, but I know that Juras will be fighting if I don't put it the way he wants it. All right. Yes. So, anyways, so let me get into it now. So, I'm going to put the information here just for at least something that people can rely on, like what took place in the game. I would explain to you what I saw, but you have to look at it and decide for yourself, all right? And don't let anyone fool you. Information is always important, all right? So I'm just trying to present the information to you, okay? Yes, if you don't like it, it's okay. But I think the rest of the world accepts it. So, and I think this video will be going out to most of the world rather than just inside Jamaica only, all right? So anyways, this is what I have. Cibao first, and we have before the game in the building. Massive respect, thanks for being here. Yes, I know Jura said, make sure people know that. Yes, I am bigging up. Fire Gunner in the building. All of the gunners, them turning up early, and that's why I made sure I can do this video early. Go to the supermarket to get my kids stuff for tomorrow. Then I can sit down properly and watch my game. All right, because gunners won a match, and I am telling you, everything is the greatest thing, right? But they're gonna say I'm a hater, so let me leave it alone. All right. So, anyways, Cibao and Cavaliers had a two-part program, where in which they are two-part match. Where that's how they construct the Caribbean Caribbean Cup finals. That's how they do it. All right. So it's Cibao from Damrep and Jamaica from Cavaliers from Jamaica. All right. We had said that Cibao is maybe their toughest challenge coming through. I said I think that Cibao might have the edge over Cavaliers. So watching the game, I have to say congratulations to them winning the game. If you look at the pattern of the plays and everything, I have something to beat Mr. Speed for, because Mr. Speed had already said that, the last game, he lost that game. He said the players, them never came to play. I don't think in this game he never came to play, but he has, when he's playing big teams, he sits back a lot. All right, he sits back a lot, and when the other teams do it to him in the JPL, he has a problem. So, Mr. Speed, I am calling you out on that one. All right? Yes. So, anyways, let me just run through some information to give you who started. So, home game for Cavaliers. So, Vino Bartlett, Johnny Morgan, Giovanni Leng, Richard King, Christopher Ainsworth, Dwayne Allen, Shamar Watson, Jalmaro Calvin, Dwayne Atkinson, which is busy, Kaylee Overy from Trinidad, Shaquille Steen, and obviously DT is Mr. Rudolph Spade. And then for For Cibao here, you have Miguel Lloyd, Ernesto Trinidad, Darin and Gonzalez, Julio Murillo, Leon Torres, Jose Barreto, Jean Lopez, Juan Diaz, Lucas Brenton, Edipo Rodriguez, Rivaldo Carrera. All right, so those are the individuals started the game. Just going through some metrics just to show you, and then I give you my take on the game itself. You can drop yours in the comment section so we could see what you saw from the game itself. All right, so comparison, let me get some comparison here. All right, so this is a comparison. Some of the stats sometimes I think Concacaf can get it slightly wrong for me. All right, so I think the shots was correct. 8 to 22, I think that was correct. As you saw, 1 goal for Cavaliers, 4 shots on target and 3 off target. You had 8 off target for Cibao and 14 on target. Not all 14 of them was those blinded thing. I think like 4 to 5 of them are just play balls that went to the keeper, not necessarily so dangerous. All right, yes. Possession was in Cibao's favor because obviously Damrep is a passing team and they try to stifle you, the high press and stuff. So you're going to lose possession, especially for teams that don't try to dominate possession. So I think that is, I would say 40-60. So 39-40, 39-61 is not far, but I would say it was the same. I thought it was 40-60, but still definitely 10% extra on their 50. So they have 20% over Cavaliers in the game. I would say that it was slightly in favor of Cibao to me, based on how they want to play. I would say that Cavaliers wanted to play the similar way as well. What you guys think? I think they wanted to sit back. That's why I'm calling out Mr. Speed. I thought that they wanted to sit back, and once they do advance, that's when they stay up the field and press. So they will stay in a more mid-block most of the times, and once they get the advantage in the conversation, so they played a safe game. And that's what I saw from Cavaliers. They played a safe game, and it worked out for them. All right. I think they have to be a little bit more creative because they don't want to give up so much possession in the next game. They don't want to give up so much chances, or shots, I should say, because 5 of them weren't shots that you would say that are dangerous. Even though they were on target, they weren't dangerous. But you still don't want to give up so much if you're not going to score a lot of goals. All right, and they never created so much chances to score so much goals. All right, so you don't want to give up so much chances. All right, yes. So you don't want them to be comfortable on the ball, which is tough because you're trying to go in their in their environment and then do more than at home. So I don't know if Mr. Spade got the tactics slightly wrong. I think he should have pressed on a little bit more at home, because I don't like the going away to do certain things. But they won the game, and it's still a good result to hold on to. But I think if you get all a 2-0 lead, that would be very good. You know, take the risk at home for me. Take the risk at home for me, because one thing, the pitches in Jamaica is worse off. The pitches in Damrep is way better. So they are going to move the ball faster, incredible faster. Similar situation to United States. So you could see them completed more passes, have more possession of the ball, and create more chances because they can move it faster. So I thought that anywhere they should have took the risk, it should have been in Jamaica. But they got the 1-0. So let's see if they can hold it together and get through and even win the next leg. All right. But it's still a close game right to the end, I do envision. All right. Up so early. You remember it's 1 o'clock, 1:09, and I'm going to finish this one closer to 3 after bringing on my guests and everything. And I complete all of the things then. All right. Yes, for me, views does not matter. People will come back and watch my videos because I have already documented my information and people want to hear my take on everything. All right. So I don't rush to put out things at time when I think people want to see it. It comes at the time that I have to just do it on the time that I have. All right. And people return for it. I'm very sorry. It's not a bragging, but That's how I am working at this point. All right. Big up yourself, Gunnar. And remember, I don't like to do these things in match time. Makes no sense. I'm here talking about football when other football games playing. That just don't make any sense. So I tried to find the best time so I can give my all without distraction. All right. Yes. So hope you understand. Gunners 5-2, very happy. And then Turkleman says, good morning, JD. It's a long time. I hope all is well. The girls open with a banger. Yes, we are gonna move on to that, but this is something that I had to revisit to keep you guys up. Next leg should be in a few days. They said the 4th for me, so it should be the 3rd for Jamaica because I am a few hours away. I think it's around 6 hours adjusted, normally 7, but 6 hours adjusted. So I think it should be around the 7 o'clock, same time, and it's in Damrep. So good game, I expect, good game. All right, Damrep will want to say that they are still in it comfortable because once they get a goal, they are going to feel like they can do something. If Cavaliers can hold it together, get a goal early, or hold it until 45 minutes, I think that they can play off them coming onto them, use their speed out wide and take advantage of that. So you have a lot of strategies that people can pull off. All right, let me know your thoughts if you're rewatching it, what you think about Cavalier Cibao. Started with that because I think that less people are interested in it, so I went for that first. All right, yes, but I am still interested in the game because I said that's where I use to document my information on the players that get selected for the national team when I come around to drop my information. All right, yes. So anyways, that's it for Cavaliers Cibao. Let me know how you think that's going to finish and stuff. All right, and maybe because these are videos compiled properly, I might partition them maybe and put them out separate. Maybe. All right. So anyways, now let me move on. Now we had France. France took on Nigeria. So this is a lot of the teams that went to World Cup. All right, a lot of these teams went to World Cup, and everyone has different ambitions. All right, some people goes there, realize that they are defensively solid, they want to add more midfield presence and forward threats. Some people want to change their overall style to go with more fluid because they realize that they're fast, but they don't have anything to supplement their speed. You understand me? And some teams are big teams that really underperformed and they want to do much better. All right, so we have France. We saw France play Jamaica, which I never really broke down. That I will do that in the Jamaican breakdown, Jamaica South Africa breakdown. All right, yes. So this one, they start with Nadozi. This is for Nigeria. Nadozi in goal. Imoran at left back. Plum 3 at left centre back. Right centre back, O'Haley, and you have Michelle Olozi as right back. In midfield, Tony Payne, Uchibi, and Jennifer Echegini in midfield. Then up front, Anamono, that's my striker. I like her. And then they brought in Blessing, Encore, and you have Gift Monday. So that was their starting lineup. Then they went up against Magnin in goal, Alice, Sabah, Renard, Lakar at the back, then you have Boger, Taletti, Gayaro, and Casarina. And up front you have Madri, and then you have Katoto, and you have the legend Soma. I don't know when she's going to retire, but we can say the same thing about Renard as well. All right, so definitely, as you look at the bench, France could have gone a little bit stronger because you have Bacha on the bench right there. You had Baltimore. Jamaica know Baltimore well because she was the Chelsea girl over the left-hand side, tormenting Jamaica, and you have Matteo with Becho as well. So all of them on the bench. On the Nigeria bench, you never had so much. You have Baba Gidi, which is a girl that switched nationality and come to play for Nigeria as well. Aladipo was a under-20 centre back slash deeper line midfielder. All right, so they are trying to spin it over because Nigeria has a lot of talent because they are always making competitions. All right, yes, so they never had the strongest bench. All right, even the strongest 11. And they thought that they put up a good fight. It still should have been a lopsided result, but on the day, France was kind of missing. All right, they started with a 4, went to the 3, and dominated midfield, created chances after chances, but missed after missed. I would say Katoto was one of them. You could say that she was definitely down for a lot of misses, all right, and should be called out for poor misses. You could say that Diani is similar to her, all right. If you don't know these players that I'm talking about, please go and check them up. But this is what I do on both of my channels, so at least you get to learn a lot more. That's why I said I want to compile everything, so you kind of get to understand when I do come to Jamaica. You understand where I'm coming from, because I'm talking about a lot more things. All right, yes, man. So on the end, I thought that France deserving winner. Nigeria, as you saw, Ennadozie at a 8.4. She was definitely the lady of the match, just like when Jamaica played. Spencer was the lady of the match as well. All right, yes. So I wouldn't say that Nigeria was a little bit better than Jamaica on the breaks, because they are fast. They are very fast. You know, so Gift Monday is astronomically fast. Blessings is a fast player as well. So that because they are so fast out wide, and Anamoni is a very strong player. They gave themselves a lifeline, and they waited on free kicks as well. But aside from that, I thought that they failed to get closer to France, and France showcased their ability to pass, move with speed as well. All right, Must Win Maxwell, morning. Why is your stream so early, brother? I just explained myself. When I can, that's when I'm going to do it. I don't do these things of views. These are my documented proof of me watching the games. So I'm very sorry. Today I am selfish for myself. So because I have to go on the road to catch the Manchester City game, I want to do it 2 hours. All right. Yes. So give me a little blind for today. I will try to meet you guys halfway for the next time. So that is let me give you the stats before we run out of here. All right. I think it was dominant. 7 big chances to 1, 18 shots to 7, and possession was 69 to 31. All right. So be honest, it was fully deserved for France to win this one. And good try from Nigeria. They are still working on a few things, but I still believe that they still need a lot more things. Nigeria, Jamaica, Haiti, Zambia, all of them have the same deficiencies. And they are trying to fix those things so they can return to the World Cup with better hopes. I will work out who I think is closer to that, all right? Because we never really saw my girl, which is Deborah. Deborah is a deep line midfielder that holds it a little bit better. So you have Echigini and Uchebi that would have worked in a more 3 confident. TPN is more Tony Payne, that is more of a wide attacking midfielder, but she also plays wide. So what we normally see, the stealing midfield, I don't think it was there as to what I expected. So it's not the strongest team. You have Ashola could have added to this. You have Kanu over the left-hand side. You have Ajibade, one of the best wingers in the world, could have added to this one. You have Demi Hen at the back line, could have added to this one as well with Deborah. So they had a lot of missing pieces, all right? And Esther as well could have added to this roster. So Nigeria could have been significantly stronger than what we're seeing over on this lineup. But you still could say Diani and Co could have been on the field as well. So you have a lot of other persons that could have actually come to the French team, and they would have been stronger. All right, big up yourself, Chris Smith. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right, so Nigeria, they are looking for extra pieces. They're trying to figure out the deeper line and the midfield at this point. They're blessed with forwards. I think Nigeria has the most forwards in football, both men and women. They have the most forwards, period. All right, yes. So I don't think they have problems with forwards, just the midfield and the style of play they are trying to look for at this point. I don't know if they're going to get it because I only see a few. Some of them are 17 years old. I can name out a few if you guys want. If you have Nigerians here and stuff, you have a few that are definitely looking like they can make the step up. but I don't think they're there as yet. They still need a few more years to get it to that level. All right, yeah, man. So yeah, all right. So then we have USA. USA had take on England. All right, England. All right, let me try get the USA. England. All right, so USA took on England. Let me get England here. I went back to watch it because a lot of persons told me about the game, and then I went back to watch it. I would agree that USA was the better team. So USA is definitely going back to where they were before. All right. So we thought that they would have dropped off once most of the older players left. Well, they dropped off, and now at this point, I think they're bounced back. They just won the Olympics, and they are looking much, much better. All right. All right, no problem, Maxwell. Bless yourself. All right, so Alyssa in goal. Then you have Kruger with Germa. Love that player, Germa. Sonnet and Emily Fax. Deeper, the back line. Midfield, Lovell, Coffee, and Lindsay Odan. Up front, you have Sears, Lynn Williams. I think you guys know her well, especially in Jamaica. Yes, Alison Thompson as well. And for England, you have Mary Earps, I should say. You have Alex Greenwood, my player, that talented centre-back, full-back, everything. All right, Jess Carter, Leah Williamson, and Lucy Brands, with Jessica Park, Kira Walsh, and Georgia Stanway. Bethany Mead, if you want to go longer. Russell and Jessica Naz started. So you would say Russell, Mead, Walsh, Stanway, Brands, Carter, Greenwood, and Arps. They are all main team players. All right, so I think both teams went for solid players. Coffee don't always start in United States team. Sears definitely don't start always, because Trinity Rodman would have been over there. Lynn Williams don't always start. Alyssa Thompson. So I would say that USA's starting lineup would have been the team that has the less starters on it. All right, the less starters on it. That's what I would say. All right, most of their starters never even came here, as you could see on the bench. So definitely England had a stronger team based on how they have selected previously. All right. Then we have RR in the building. Say Man City, no pity. Well, I think Man City don't need pity, you know. Yes. Lamar Williams in the building. Big up yourself. Real Baller said, JD, why you look like Zion Church? Zion Church, oh my God, no, it doesn't look like that. I never had that belief, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, this is how the game finished. 10 shots to 4, slide possession to United States, which is 54%, which is good right there. And saves 3-1. All right. Yes. And if you look at the shots off target, 1-6, shots blocked 2-1, inside the box 9-2. All right. Yes. And this is exactly how it looked on the field as well. I want to say that United States broke their lines way more. Let me see the entries, because the entries was in favor of United States. Final third entries, as you could see, 41-49, more for United States, which is very good, because this is away. Even the last time they had played England, I thought that they were treated out in that game as well. So it's good that they have started back, and they have not dropped off. So that is bad news for Jamaica and a lot of teams in the CONCACAF, because they don't look so bad at all. And Emma Hayes showcasing that coaching is very, very, very much important, people. All right, Canada had played as well. All right, Canada, they made some adjustments to their forward line, because they know that they're getting old up front, you know. So they have made some changes, brought in some young girls that are definitely playing good at their clubs. All right, because as you could see here, Prince was a striker. Leon still on the field. Mary, and you have Janine Becky with Rosso and Simi. in the midfield. All right. And then if you look at the bench here, Olivia Smith, I think she's the one that they're trying to embed. She's at Liverpool, so look out for her. All right. And Jessie Flemings came in as well. All right. Canada, I would say that Canada, they're being more braver. That's what I would say. They are being more braver now, people. They are being more braver than previous years. So when you see Canada, they are going to be more flamboyant, going on the front foot and stuff, and might score more goals. All right, yeah. So they're feeling more comfortable in midfield, comfortable on the ball. Don't know if it's the Olympics that gave them that hope, because remember in the Olympics they started off with no points. All right, and it got deducted. They deducted how much points again? I think it was what? Was it 6 or 4? I'm not sure. I think it's a lot of points though. All right, almost impossible to qualify to the next round, and they did so. All right, they put a good showing. All right, they put a good showing, and what they're working at, the midfield, defensive to midfield transition, I like it. I think they're still by far the second best team in CONCACAF. I think these two teams, USA and Canada, they are by far the best teams in CONCACAF, by far. All right. I think they have opened the gap on everybody else. Yeah. Yeah. I'm very sorry. I should do a breakdown for 80 as well, but from what I saw, they are away from everyone else. Let me know if you guys agree or not, but they are away from everyone else. So let me move over, guys, to Jamaica, and then I forgot to send the link to. All right. All right. Let me send the link. 1 second, people. Let me send the link to. All right, so that's supposed to be good, and I will share the video soon. Wilson, thanks for being here. Massive respect. Yeah, man. Why all of you guys complaining about it's too early? I said that. So, anyways, now Jamaica Reggae Girls. Jamaica Reggae Girls played 2 games so far. They played France, as what I've said. I'm going to start from the France game because I never really broke it down on this channel. I do have a channel for other people that's here alone. Which is my Wemaxit channel. You can come over there as well. I do majority of the international games there. All right. So when you don't see me here, it's not necessarily I'm not on the internet. I'm just not on just Jamaica-centric contents only. And this channel is for Jamaica-centric contents majority of the times. You know what I mean? So that's why I go over there, because I have a lot of South African fan base over there, Nigeria, Haiti, Suriname, Canada, United States, everybody over there. You know, so if I'm going to do worldwide content, I try to kind of stay on that side. All right. So anyways, we had played France. France, I would say that France starting lineup was slightly stronger for me. All right. As I see, Diani had started there. Matteo, Katoto never started in this one, but Baltimore, she was very good. And for Jamaica team, they had Cameron, Swaby, Hines, which I really wanted to see in this team as well. Samson, Primus, Hayes, Brown, and Blackwood with McKenna. All right, then we just look at the numbers fast, because we're going to spend much more time on the game that they won. All right, obviously we don't have the stats on it, but I can give you what I saw. All right, 75%, so they were way more dominant on the ball. No, 6% more than Nigeria. So I think it works out, and Nigeria had way more shots in this game and also scored. So I think Nigeria was definitely a better showing. We never had Bonishaw here. Maybe it could have turned out a little bit better, because Jamaica had 2 chances in this game. McKenna, both of them fell to McKenna, so it never worked out well. All right, so some people might argue that, but if and one less big chance according to the stats here, but they had 32 shots. I think you had way more big chances, like I said, 10 for against Nigeria yesterday for France. I think around 11 of these shots are big chances for France in this game. It was very, very much dominant. I would say this game could have easily well done, just like I said for Nigeria, over 6-7 goals to 1. I would say this could have ended 10-2 because Jamaica had 2 solid chances in this game, and both of them fell to one person. All right, so this could have ended 10-2. Was very, very dominant. I don't think that Jamaica handled the ball well. Passed it out of the back well. Looked comfortable in spaces to break and stuff. But it was a top tier team, so I was waiting to see if I'm going to see any improvement, and that's why I started. From that one to go over here to explain to you what I'm leading towards. All right, so let me move on. Let me move on to this one now. So this is the one that Jamaica actually won. They won a game for a while now. All right. Obviously, you know the situation if you have been following the Reggae Girls. They had a different team. So majority of the losses, especially in the qualifiers, not the World Cup qualifiers, but Concacaf qualifiers, I thought that they could have done better with a better squad. But if you ask me if they would have done better against Brazil, against France, they had a better squad against those. I don't think it would have fared any different. I think those teams are better teams because those teams are teams that can rival United States and Canada, which I've just stated that they are the best in the region, and it's not close. They are very much superior than everyone else at this point, people. All right, that's my take. That's my take on it. Let me know if you guys agree. All right, which I would find very few people agree on that statement that United States and Canada are very much superior over everyone else, and that's why everyone has to go for all different systems, trying to fit in to see if it actually works out. All right, Shakpo sorted out that. Okay, thanks Shakpo for sorting out the situation in the Discord, because I was busy doing other things. I was live streaming, so maybe, yeah. So let me get this thing done right here. All right, so yeah, that's better. So anyways, now this is what we have. All right, so let me hear what people have to say. Checking Lansdale, massive respect. I sent you the link, big boss. Before the game said, Imaxit, didn't Blackwood play as left back in the World Cup? Yes, she did play at left back in the World Cup. Seems to be using her in her attacking position in the last 2 games. She played 2 different positions. She played left back and she played left wing. So let me look at this now. You don't have any stats here, but you have the games, so you can watch it. All right. So let me start off. First off, I think I broke down this game perfect because even when I said Jamaica might just score from this corner, they score from the corner. People, let me know if you're impressed with the game. Because for me, the game ended 3-0, and that's why my title says Bunny Shaw. I thought that, because maybe it's my expectation, what I want. That's why I think I've started this video good. I properly put it, context it. All of these teams are World Cup teams. What are your plans? Are you planning to add things to your style? Because we fired the last coach. So, and he was defensive. So what are we trying to do? Are we trying to add more offense to it? And we are trying to go through the transition. I have not seen none of those things in the game, people. And the first half was tougher. All right. The best outlet for first half would be Blackwood. And sometimes our controlling is a little bit off. I would give her credit because I just talked about the France game. She whipped in across. As well, and she did the same this one. So in the first half, she did whip a good cross in as well. All right, she did whip a good cross in as well. Why, Pastor? Pastor, you look like you're out and in the dark. You know, can you present yourself in a better position? All right. Yes, so let me finish, Pastor. I'm just trying to close off my side. Yes, so I thought that in the second half it was better, but first half was very poor with closing down South Africa. Passing was very poor, and the direction, the attitude of the team was very poor. All of those things was very poor in the first half. Some of the time I saw Shaw had the ball and is like, Pastor, when you sort out everything, you can come back on. You know, you could have this jump off and then sort out everything. When you properly set up, you come back on, if that's okay. All right. Yeah, so the first half, it was very poor for me. Because what I'm looking at, I want to see more because I put Haiti, Jamaica, Nigeria in the same bracket. I think that they have wide players that are fast and they need more. They need more than just speed transition. You're not going to beat France 5 out of 5 times, 3 out of 5 times. You're not going to beat Spain 1 out of 5 times. United States 1 out of 5 times. Canada maybe 2 out of 5 times. You can't just use this only. These bigger teams are getting more technical. All right, they are not miscontrolling passes. Their speed transitions are faster through all the thirds. Yesterday, when France turned on their beats and changed it to 3 at the back and put 5 in midfield, their passes was ridiculously faster. Nigeria couldn't live with them. You understand me? And Nigeria is faster than Jamaica. All right, so the speed teams need to just not rely on speed only, because I think it's a recipe for disaster. And a lot more teams that has space, like France, because France have fast players just the same, they are going to be dominant over the teams that have pace as well. And you could say the same for Reggae Boys, but this is not a Reggae Boys stream. So I'm just saying, is it a problem for Jamaica and Nigeria and those countries to believe in the speed and just live and die by speed and back to front transition with nothing in between? Because some of these ballers play good for their team in their clubs. So why it just seems like they can't pass football, they're uncomfortable on the ball? We can't say it's the pitch. You know why we can't say it's a pitch? South Africa playing on the same pitch. And guys, I'm sad to tell you, this is the South Africa team that is inside South Africa. They have several players that they could have added to the team. And I want to say that they were dominant on the ball. We use physicality and just Bunny Shaw. Physicality and just Bunny Shaw, and they have a bunch of offside and failed to kick shot from longer range. I wanted to pass it in the back of the net. That's what actually saved us in this game. So I am glad that they wanted to break that streak. Glad to see Bunny Shaw back in the team and showcase that she's a world-class player. First off, I was not impressed with her because her attitude never looked up for it. But in the second half, she came out with a different vibe, and you could see the difference. All right. Let me give some people some shout out, even though I was not happy with the passes. Plumber. People complain about her passing for the whole night. Yes, she made some big errors with the passes. That is true. But her eye claims were good. I like her eye claims them at times. But you definitely need to look at work on our awareness and our passing. Alison Swaby was solid as well. When Chantel came over the right-hand side, it looks completely different as well. Wilson, she looked like she's technical, but I don't know if it's the overall not syncing with the team as yet. So maybe we need to see more from her. Jade Bailey, Primus, and Spence in midfield. Expected more from Spence playing at a high level against players that are playing in Africa, even though the South Africa League is very high. That's what they told me. But I still believe that these professional players should have looked a lot better, you know? And they should have looked a lot better for me against, even though South Africa League is very good. I'm telling you, people, they are very good. They hold the ball against anybody, both men and women. That is true. But these are younger kids, man. You know, they should have looked better against them. So that's my only gripe, and that's what I would want to see going forward. Like the next game, I don't even care if they win the game. I don't care about that. I need to see something going into the next set of fixtures because I never really saw anything. Big up to Plummer, that drive through midfield and lay off the ball to Shaw, like that run as well. But I need to see more from the midfield. Primus, Drew Spence, I need to see way more from her. She's a big baller. You know, I need to see more from her. I need to see her take charge of these young kids from Banyana. You understand me? Yes. That's what I think. So let me bring in Pastor, guys. If you just joined the stream, please do it, like, want to share, and subscribe. We are only going to do 2 hours. No, I start very early. Sorry about that, but it's the only time I have. You guys can rewatch whenever you want. Let me take the comments then first. All right. Jamaica play like this, we will not make it to the next World Cup. All right. So Jura saying that we need improvement. Mexico, Damrep has stepped up. So you think that they are doing way better? Ty, big of yourself, thanks for being here. I said Bonnie was the difference maker. Yeah, that is very, very clear. But come on, we have the quality on the field. I just told you that this is not South Africa's close first team. You understand me? These are young girls that just played Nigeria's local team in a final. These are the same girls, pretty much. You understand me? So they should have looked better. You know, maybe obviously, maybe you said this new coach. What you guys? You're giving them more games. How much games you would give them? I'm just asking questions. How much more games you would give them, and how you saw the game? That's what a boss looks like. Big up, Bunny. She never looked good in the first half, though. All right, we can't we can't bypass that as well. All right, it's not like she did do anything proper in the first half. I was very much not happy with her. I was even saying that if she come back and be like that and not want to pass the ball and stuff, she should not play. And you know, Bonisha is my player, but I had to say it. But the second half, she showed me that once you're ready to turn it up, she can turn it up. So just keep it that way. South Africa had Temba, Ilda, and Jermaine missing up front. But that's what I'm telling people. I revise. I have to bring information to make people know. All right. Yes. So, Pastor, you are all right? You're all right, sir? You
Yeah,
want me to
yes,
off the
sir.
screen?
I am.
Because you
I,
can turn the phone sideways. Can you turn the phone sideways?
yes, man. I
Yes.
can
So,
do that.
yes. And then I can fix the screen. So I can take this off
Yeah.
the screen now. All right.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So, how are you doing, Pastor?
The I am very well, thank you. God has been good, so no complaints. Um, this is the football game. I didn't watch it live, so I had the privilege of being able to stop it, pull it back, and look at it. It was played during Sabbath hours, so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it live, didn't even have any interest in looking where it would be shown live because don't indulge in those things during Sabbath hours.
Okay.
My
Man of principle,
my
right? Love that.
my observation, well, you have to believe something. If you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. So
Facts, facts.
my observation was or is similar to some of what I hear you highlighting. Um, the first half for me, was wondering what the excuse was going to be. Um, the entire defense line had three or more passes that they gave to the opposition. Plummer, Swaby. I I think Blackwood was asked to play a wing role rather than wing back,
Yes. She started as a winger
uh,
first.
as a winger first.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
this is something I hear you talk about in your analysis a lot. Our players that seem to bank on their speed do not apply any intelligence to the football as a game where you have an opposition. Because in the entire first half, Blackwood made one control, and it was very special that one control that she made.
Mm-hmm.
One control and pass that did not become a problem for the team in the entire half. That control and pass happened in the 44th minute.
Okay.
Every move she moved forward in the first half, she created that hole. And anybody watching the game, just pay attention to which side South Africa attacked us on the most. That is because it took just one pass to get past Blackwood, and then they're facing the defense.
Yeah, that's a good observation. When yes, but Determined says, JD, when are you going to accept that Jamaica is not a possession team? All right, let me explain something to you. You cannot be a big team without possession in modern day football, because everyone is educated enough to realize that once they drain, let me put this up right here. Once they drain your energy, even the best players become average. Always remember that. It's your actual talent with your stamina level that makes the separation. If your stamina level ain't there, where your kicking ability, where you're running, where your sprinting ability. You understand me? So if every time you make a team pass the ball around and you are chasing them, you become an ordinary team. Because that's what happened with Jamaica today. In the last game, you know, that's exactly what happened. So if we take that out of our heads, to stop believing this thing of, oh, we're just not a possession based team. No, United States is not a possession based team either. But they hold possession against the minnows that are not possession based team and high quality match with the possession base. So I'm saying that with South Africa, because all right, look, you said you're not a possession based team. Well, you shouldn't have a problem to struggle with a press. You should be able to pass out of the press just the same, because you're a normal professional footballer. So you should be passing out of that. So it's not so much of a possession-based team. You should be doing the fundamentals as a higher caliber team, because I do think Jamaica is above South Africa. You understand me? So I'm just saying that I don't think that I saw them playing out of those things. And if you see that as a problem, bro, I don't know how to help you. That means I think Jamaica will never be a big team then. Never, ever. And I think Jamaica will never, ever compete with the United States and Canada. It cannot work. You cannot play like that and expect to win no game against any top team. Any coach will tell you that. If you cannot pass the ball, there is no way. Perfect example, Zambia. Zambia has more forwards than Jamaica by a million miles. Zambia has Bunny Shaw with demon speed on their team, but they have 2 more of those Bunny Shaws. So they have 3 Bunny Shaws on their field. Right, Pastor? They will score 400 goals. But you know what will happen? They will concede 500. So even if they are playing Australia, United States, they must score 3-4 goals, because those forwards are just unstoppable at ladies level. But they don't have the other fundamentals in the team, so they can't win the games. You understand me? And they're scoring some ridiculous goals. So how can you score 3 goals per game and can't win a game?
But look at
that's what I'm talking about, yeah?
JD, the strengths that they're talking about play to our strength. The same speed transition. South Africa was still running more than Jamaica in the 94th minute when the referee blew off the game. So you cannot, and most of our players are professional players that were on the park, right? So you get to the stage where your strength means nothing. So talking about playing to your strength is a lose.
No, let me ask. Determine, can you please let me know what is Jamaica's strength? I need to ask that, because I'm still puzzled to know what Jamaica's strength is. Like, what are our strengths? Because so please, based on you guys watching it, this is not being sarcastic. I'm just asking, what is Jamaica's strength? So what you expect when you see a Jamaica team? Let me know, guys, in the comment section. Let me go through the rest. If you just come in, please do it, like, want to share, and subscribe. Early stream, earlier than normal, but because I have something to do after the first 2 hours. I will be back to do more of your Reggae Boys content, but for now, I've been busy, so that's why. Lamar said, at least Blackwood wasn't defending. She was in the second half, and she did decent for me. Omar Henry, big up yourself, thanks for being here. And El Mexi, massive respect as well. Yeah, man. We are here doing our thing. Before the game said, I'm Imaxit Football. I agree with your opinion on this matter. This affects the entire English-speaking Caribbean. There is no intent to take care of the ball. But that's what I'm trying to explain to people. The ball is the fastest moving. They said I should. The object is the fastest moving thing on the pitch, because they said I can't call it football anymore, Pastor. They told me that on a stream. It's not football anymore. We don't have the name football. So it is the fastest moving thing. And if you can move it properly, you have control over it, because when you're running, you are less inclined to control a ball properly, and especially if you're going fast and faster. So if you can move the ball fast and fast and you get into position before the ball actually reach, you have a better chance to control it and move. So I understand people saying, oh, possession. Brother, everybody has possession on the football field. It's just who are not brave enough to keep it. That's what the coach told me, or the advisor told me. It's just who that is not brave enough to keep it. But everybody have possession on the football field. I think before the game will agree with me. He's a coach and he can tell you that that's what he learned as well. It's just who wants to keep that damn ball. All right. So don't tell me that, oh, we're just not a possession-based team. We should just kick it to the opponent. Then we don't press well. So, okay, if we kick it to the opponent, Pastor, and we don't press well, what sense it makes? What sense it makes if you kick it to the opposition and you don't press well? Because you have to press to get back the ball. That's all your claim to say speed is going to be effective.
JD, without staying on Blackwood's miscalculation and plays, it is those mispasses.
Hold on, Pastor, before we finish. People, for persons that maybe just came in and not really understand what we're talking about the performance from Jamaica. They won 3-0, but we're talking about the performance itself. And we're talking as Jamaica want to rival Haiti, Nigeria, all of those teams that is trying to make a jump just like themselves. Like what difference Jamaica can do to become a much more stable team that can compete with higher level teams. That is our reasoning. I know that you have people that has limited comprehension skill. They just make up stories, because even when we're talking like this, they can't comprehend what we're saying and they're just going to make up a bunch of story. But if you watch the game, I can promise you everything that we just said, you're going to see it in the game, because we don't just run out reviews. We watch the games and properly write them down. Go ahead, Pastor, but I had to make that, we had to put that right there, because you have some liars that will make up stories, you know?
The caveat is necessary. The caveat is necessary. You know who you're dealing with. Yes. The mispasses is what made the midfield constrict, and because when Spence got crowded, she didn't have a Jamaican player to pass to, so she got picked off. She wasn't playing, I think, at her regular high energy that she played at her club, because for whatever the reason is, she wasn't playing at that high energy that she plays at the club. But that translated into the poor showing, and I'm going to say it as it is. I was totally dissatisfied with Spence and Primus in our midfield, what they offered. These are players I regard highly. I didn't see what I expected from them, but I saw what created the pressure for them to be one. If you never came out at that high level, energy level, it's not going to help you when pressure is applied to you. And I don't think the team itself came out at that high intensity level. So they were in effect at a disadvantage from the get-go. It is a challenge I saw. They didn't pass the ball effectively either. Either they were passing it with not enough pace on it, or they were passing it with more pace than their teammates could control the ball at. What was dissatisfactory to me the most is that our players seemingly could not control the ball. The ball is kicked to them, and the ball bounced off 4 feet from their. So all South Africa had to do was just wait till the ball bounced on the wall, which the Jamaican players became literally a wall, and
control
and collect.
I'm just writing down what they need for the next game. What we need
Yeah.
what we need, because we have to give what we need. So better control, higher tempo, So
And
because
playing
obviously,
together as a unit rather than
all right.
individuals. Because once you run away, for the entire first half, Blackwood was moving even ahead of the number 10, Jody Brown.
All right. So
I I
I
could not
understand,
I could
Pastor.
not see I could not see the team, the synergy. So
And
my
that,
take on
Pastor,
it was,
I'm going to do a video separate for that. Uh, because I heard a man come on my video and he said, "Oh, we should try to play, just like what Determined says." So, do you believe that the English players them can actually play what you think Jamaica's football is? Because that means if we keep on saying we need to play what Jamaica can play, are we saying that the English guys them and the English ladies them can't play what England plays? You know? So how are we going to solve that? Because I think if that's the case, we should not bring these players come in, because I don't think they can convert. I actually
the
don't think they can convert and play that way.
JD,
I am still.
that is the problem. I don't believe the coach is trying to play what they're saying is Jamaica's
No,
strength.
I know that I listen to the coach say the coach is not doing what they are saying. The coach is not doing what they're saying. All right, so I know that, but I'm just asking them because they are the ones saying that. Like, how are we going to achieve these things? You know, when we don't have the players, them, because in order to do so, we have to find those players locally. You understand me? That's how we are going to do it, because they're not going to tell them to play a style that
We don't have it.
So pretty much what they want you to do is to play a fast-paced game like what Blackwood does. But really and truly, you realize Blackwood
JD,
plays similar to Sifa style playing, you know. That's what you're
but
seeing in the
watch the
similar style
and
movements, you know. So that's what they want. But I think it's not. I'm not gonna touch that story because I talked on it already. But I think I'm sorry, Determined, but it's hard to tell people that's coming from professional system that they should play outside the lines always. Like they should be the odd one out. Every team is playing as a team nowadays, and you want Jamaican playing football. Playing style that I saw is not organized. What we like as Jamaica, it is not organized football. We need one guy breaking away and dribbling through the thing or running down the field and not looking for nobody else, and miraculously it will connect to the forward because he doesn't see the forward. So it has to be some accident by striking it and it touched someone else or something. You know, that's that. So I think we need to move on from this. We need to go to Jamaica style. We need to move on from that. I don't think
JD,
Jamaica have an effective worldwide style. We need to move on from that, people. That's what I would
I'm going
say.
to put this.
My best
I'm going
way
to put
put
this.
it. And then just put it together, Pastor, so I can go to the comment section.
Yeah.
Because we have to keep
I'm
the
going to
show
put
going.
this. I'm going to put this to rest.
Mhm.
In the 14th minute of the game, Kanya Plummer came under pressure and made a pass down the left wing straight to Blackwood. Her poor control, the ball, she had no player within 10 feet of her. The closest player was about 10 feet from her. Because the ball bounced off of her, rather than her controlling the ball became a 50-50 ball between she and the South African player. She eventually turned the ball away from the South Africa player, turn left, turn right, and the commentator, the Jamaican commentator on the program that the stream that I watched the game on, the Jamaican commentator, this was his exact word. Listen carefully. Yes, this is what Jamaica likes. This is how it must be done. With absolutely no view that it was the poor control of the player that put her in that situation, and she could not even make a good pass after she did the plot. Nothing was said about it, but it was highlighted highlighted by the Jamaican commentator, supported by the next Jamaican commentator, two YouTubers. And
Well, that's what I've said. That's what I've
that
said,
is it.
Master, is what people
It
can
is
relate to.
exactly
But
what
I
Jamaica
don't think.
wants.
Yeah, but you
But it
can't
is
find
the exact thing that
English
the team
footballers to come
cannot.
and support that. That is not football. That is not football.
You,
Nowhere else play these things. I know Determine claim that other places played, but remember, Determine, you're talking to me, and that's why it's an international program today, so I can bring everything that I've learned. All right, before the game says, possession requires bravery and patience. Are we a patient people? Oh, I need to see your coaching one day, because the things that you talk, I kind of sell the same narratives as well, you know. So I like the way you talk, you know, Andre. So keep it up, because you hear what Andre is saying. You have to become in sync with football. The style that you want to play, you have to live it, and that's what they told me as well. You understand me? So it has to be the way you think. If you don't think that way, you cannot do the same thing on the field. You understand me? Because look, Spain never to run down the wing. You will never see that run, because they are not thinking of that. They are thinking of, oh, let me make the safer pass, make sure it's 100% accurate. So I'm going to control it properly. I'm going to lay it off one there and come back for the 3. I'm going to make the ball do the run, and then I pick it up on the 3rd installment. We would have gone from front to back. That is 25% succession rate to get the ball, while Spain is being 100%. You understand me? And it's because the way they think, they are more patient to get to the job done. So good one, Andre. Love that. Exploit the wings with our speed. We are strong in the air. Work more on set plays and pressing. Okay, work more on set plays and pressing. I'm okay with that. The speed, I've rarely seen teams that we are running past in ladies football. And to be honest, even men's football, we're really past. Look, we played Dominica, we never ran past Dominica. We played United States, we never ran past the United States. So you understand me? In the men's, I'm talking. And in the ladies, we are not seeing it the same. We are not faster. So determine that faster than other countries need to stop. All right? Because if you see Nigeria play football, good God, you guys are going to say a lot of them are men. The way they look and how fast they are. And I can't, not even them can get behind certain teams, because they have possession, that they have the way they set up to cause as much problems. So I think I'm determined we have to, it's like we're trying to omit education in football. And that is where I think I have the biggest problem when I'm talking on Jamaica's football. It's like we always try to omit that education can cancel out all of these things. Because remember, it doesn't matter how fast you are. If the person is right in front of you and you have no space, technical ability and vision has to become active, because you have nowhere else to run past that. So if I drop back in a lower block, what you're going to do? So that means you have to work on other things. You understand me? So we have to be careful how we speak on this speed, because it's not true.
I watched
all right?
JD, I watched this South Africa team, and actually in every zone, you could see a diamond shape on their players. You couldn't see a diamond shape on the Jamaica team. Not passing out to defense, not when we're in midfield, and not when we're pressing forward. I couldn't see it.
And would you consider the South Africa team slow?
They weren't moving slow. They were moving at the same pace as Jamaica or faster.
Because I saw one-on-one running. Guys, look at that. Thank you. This is the perfect example for determine. I saw a couple one-on-ones that I saw them run and catch Jamaica.
Yes.
And
they were at least on the same pace.
Jamaica as well. Just like Bonisha had run behind, Danisha Black would run behind as well. But South Africa did the same. But why they are going for more passes then? You understand me? So it's tough. It's a tough one. Let me get some comments in, because I don't want to.
Jenny, before you read the comment that you put on the screen, I believe the difference in the South Africa offense is that their forwards are weaker than Jamaica's forward. And I mean
Yes, it's some
physically weak.
it's some little
Yeah,
kids. It's some little kids
I
that they
believe
brought
that's the
over.
difference in their forward line. This comment
Yeah.
on the screen did not hear anything that we said. This one that you have up from before the game.
No man. Before the game is watching his game and giving his observation.
No,
So
but
just an observation. It
this
sounded like other players is the reason why Spence did not perform, but Blackwood is the reason why Blackwood didn't do well. Sound a bit biased. What role does the coach plays? Okay,
that's why I said I don't
that's
think he
your
heard what we
explanation.
said.
Okay. No, but
That's
no,
why I don't think he heard what we said.
but I never gave. I said that Spence never played good, but I think he's talking about your statement, so it's not me.
Yes,
He's
because
talking about your statement. So just answer it fast so we can move on. Yeah.
hear what I said, because I said Spence did not come out looking like the Drew Spence that I know her to be.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't come out with that intensity. That was the reason it was so easy for them to dispossess her when they circle her, because she never come out with that bounce that we normally have her. When you then don't have a player, a pass,
Mm-hmm.
you are in problems. But
Okay.
it began with her coming out low energy, or lower energy than we're used to.
What I got from his comment, maybe he because he knows, because obviously he's researching and he's around Jamaica, he knows that there is friction when you talk about overseas and locals. So maybe he's saying that you're quick to say that she never played well. So like how I said, both of them never played well, or stuff. He never heard that. So maybe he's trying to help you in your statement.
That's why I said he didn't hear what I said.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
No,
Andre,
I
please
believe he
listen to
didn't
what he
hear
said.
what I said, because I started that Spence came out low energy, and that was her problem.
Okay.
That was her problem.
Well, Andre, he said he used
Remember,
different words. All right.
remember, I said that. Remember that I said that the entire midfield was a problem for me.
Yeah.
None of our players gave us what I expected from them. I have high respect for Primus and Spence, and I didn't see anything from them at the level that I'm expecting them to be. So I'm not saying Blackwood made Spence bad. Spence came out at a lower level than would be than I expected. So
All right, but I think
she
he
was
gets
bad
his
from the
point.
front foot.
I think he was trying to make you understand something from a different point, but that is okay. I'm not going to make the show take over for all of that. Owen, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive
Over
respect. One, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Majority of African countries play off skills and speed. That is not true. That is not true. Determine, remember you're talking to me, the new African guru. You understand? So you need to be careful. They don't. Stop disrespect Africa. They are going all to education. All to education. They just saw the youth 17s for majority of the teams, them all to education. We really need to do something about our fields. That is true, But the reason why we never really pay attention to the field, because South Africa was playing on the field as well. They had bad passes as well, but very few bad passes. Blackwood is just fast and energetic. She don't have any good technical ability. That's what UsWnt says. Right. We accustomed covering ground in 9 to 10 seconds and getting dry. That is maybe why people saying JA should play to its strength. Okay. I love the way you put that, Andre. I love the way possession is a lifestyle. Yeah, I love the way he puts that. I think that is true. But JD, that's what I'm saying. We just not there yet. Eventually, it will happen when we create it. Okay, when we create it. All right, fair enough. Then we have Martin in the house. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here, Martin. Massive respect. I'm a kind of off, So I'm just trying to run through the chat fast. All right. Yes. So, and then determine here. Rich Ty said, "Good day, people. Big up yourself, Rich Ty. Hope all is well with you and the family." JD, we are cheating the process. You can't build from the top and refuse to build the foundation. That's backward. All right, then. So I think what is he saying? We can't just pick players and play football. All right. Okay.
JD.
I don't know
this statement.
the deal with that.
You said this statement. No, this statement this statement is the foundation for the xenophobia in Jamaica. We are refusing to see that we do not have the investors to put in the money required to build the system from the academy age 5 to 7 years old. We don't have that money yet. What we have are players ready to play immediately. But because we don't want to utilize those players, we put what is a necessity, for Jamaica to be a footballing country. We must put in the requisite infrastructure and academies from age 5 to 12, like everybody else. But Jamaica has something else that a lot of other countries don't have. We have players that want to represent the country and are at that level that can compete with the rest of the world now. Xenophobia is exactly what this statement from Determine is foundationed on. We
All
don't
right,
want to use what we
Pastor.
have. I'm not saying Determine is
No,
the
no, no.
xenophobia here.
I had something else to say, but it's okay. Finish your statement, and
Yeah.
I can look at the come from a
The,
footballing, just flat out footballing standpoint, because I was
the,
trying to say that
yeah.
finish, and I will talk after.
The truth is, you don't have to not regard the players that are available now to build the structure that we need to build in Jamaica. The two can happen together, or this one that we have can happen while we put things in place to get the other one.
All right. So for me, Determine, the best way I can answer this is to say that I think similar to what Pastor had said, because they are not the same thing. The thing is about football, as what before the game Lovely is stated, your style, your playing style of football, you have to live it. So we have to figure out what we want to do. You said it's speed transition. We want to play. So out wide, keep the ball long, and just defend for our lives. That's what we want to do. We have to make sure these people, morning, everyone, Uptown Kingston. What we have to do, we have to make sure, the people. So I don't think we're going to get the girls from England and United States who want to come and play that football. So that means we have to get rid of all of them, and then just make a system. That no. Determine I don't have any lines. I don't have any phone calls. I don't have any phone numbers for YouTube anymore. It's just straight comments. All right. I'm very sorry. If he says something, just comment and I will respond to it. All right. Yes, I want to be different because I am different from every YouTubers that cover Jamaica. All right. I am different. All right. Yes. And I'm not going back into those unnecessary things. All right. I think that's why I put so much topics in it, because I wanted to concentrate on more. All right. Yes. All right. All right. Sports Track JA, be respectful. If you can't understand what we're saying, maybe you don't have to say anything, all right? Because I don't think anybody said anything bad here. People having conversations and looking at solutions, all right? So if you don't see anything wrong, you can skip the video and then join the next one if you like that one, all right? The over-the-top unnecessary aggression don't make any sense. That kind of expose other things, which I don't need to go in because I have nothing personal against you, and nobody here has anything personal against you. So if you are angry and you want to just be angry, I think you have to find somewhere else to be angry. I think this is not the place. Anyways, so in order to do this, Determine, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for us to do this. We just saw the playing style that you want to achieve. I think we have to scrap football completely because we don't have a full set of team that we can just pick, full set of local players that will just follow the instruction. And I don't think Bonisha will want to come to Jamaica and play wing transition football. I think she does. She's getting older now, so she doesn't want to do that. I think you're going to put her under unnecessary pressure. All right. So And those football not working for a top team. That's a problem. You keep on thinking that Jamaica is one of the top 5 teams in Concacaf, you know. So why is it the top 2 team and even Mexico adding domination to their game so they can win more consistent? And we trying to take away the domination to make it equal for we to struggle with people. Is it that we love struggling? No man, sports chat, we just reason, man. But me I say we don't want to disrespect anyone because I you know, sometimes maybe we miss what they're saying, and you know, so I don't want the problem. We're trying to break down everything that we saw and see how Jamaica can be better. Because I think everybody wants Jamaica to be good, you know. That's the problem, you know. I think if you look at it from the root, everybody wants Jamaica to be better. I know if you hear the coach will be echoing the same things that we said. They did not keep the ball well. They have to do better on the ball. And Bonnie Shaw pretty much bailed us out. I know the coach will be saying that because that was the facts. So you want to shut down a weaker South Africa team. And that's what we're talking about. But I just want to pass determine one. Determine what you're saying cannot work. And because determine is based in off everything of playing style. It's going to be very hard for you to work with that, determine. It's just not going to work. The strengths that you think Jamaica has, Jamaica doesn't have it in football. All right? Jamaica is not one of the fastest football team. All right? It's not true. They are not one of the fastest football team. All right? We have speed just like everybody else. You just saw Pulisic. You just saw Robinson. You just saw Weah. They are very fast, just the same. So why they didn't just say, all right, we're going to play speed transition football because everybody fast out on the wide as well. Why they want to take the ball and pass the ball and play 1, 2, 3. You know why? Because it's better when you have the speed in behind one person. Just tell yourself this. Let me put it in a smaller term. Tell yourself this. Is it easier to run past 2 to 3 people down a line over a 30-yard distance, or it's easier to make a 1, 2, 3 triangle pass, and then you are behind the third person receiving the ball? Just that is the simple thing, you know. That is the best way you can work it out. Is it easier to run past 3 people over 30 yards, or is it easier to have 3 people over 30 yards and you on the receiving end going behind the last player freely? Because they had to pay attention to the other 2 making the triangle. If you answer that and you tell me that it's easier to run past 3 people, then I see where Jamaica's biggest problem is, because that is the simple problem that we just talk about. Because we are going to think that it's easier to run past 3 people over 30 yards when the last man is starting at the 30 yards that you're trying to run past them faster. So it's not like you're going to have the ball over and over and the man them keep on disappearing. No, the man already at 30 yards waiting on you. You understand me? So what is easier? Even if you get it past the last man over 30 yards, how are you going to get inside? When you could have received the ball after the triangle and already had the advantage to cut inside. He's going to either bring you down, get a red card, or you're going to have a free run in behind. Is that not the same thing as the Pulisic did? Is not the same thing as the Weah did the entire time against Jamaica, Pastor? Because the difference is one team wanted to run past everybody and one team wanted to pass the ball past everybody and meet the ball behind you.
Add to that, the so-called celebrated fast players don't dribble with the ball close to them. So you can't go dribble past 3 people. So
the percentage of you keeping the ball diminish. So you're going down to 3, 4, 5%. So if you do, and when I say 3, 4, 5%, so if you have 100% down on the wing doing that, you're going to lose the ball 94% of the time, and 94% of that is going to turn into counter, like what happened to Jamaica in the USA game. Because you see people, so sometimes I'm telling you, we keep on omitting education out of football. It is very, very much important, and you have to count it up. If you know that it's not a high percent chance of you doing this, you don't do it. You do the next one. All right, yes, it's tough, man. But determined, I understand where you're coming from. I'm trying to run the show. I don't know why we want to argue. Guys, let me tell you honestly. Let me address this for the last time. You guys clearly see that I'm trying to improve myself, go out wide. Like I'm just going out to the world. And it's because of the same attitude of everybody just want to be aggressive, talk for 50 hours for no reason and just cause problems. So that's why I've added more information to what I've done and just try to bring more education. And once the education stops, I am done talking. You understand me? If the show lasts for 20 minutes with that principle, I am good. If it gets 4 views, I am good. You understand me? I am okay with that because I have fulfilled what I want, which is the truth. You understand me? I don't want this anymore. As I've said, I am different from every other vlogger you're going to know here. All right? And I'm not even trying to be as close to anybody. All right? Because what I'm trying to aspire to are things that I alone have in my brain cells. All right? And it starts with principle first. All right, so I am not into that argument. If someone says something bad or you don't agree with it, just make a comment. You don't have to be angry, aggressive, nothing at all. All right, because I don't think Pastor's being aggressive. I came here in a nice manner. As I'm done, I'm going to get my food for my kid, food for myself. Brother, don't take these things personal. These things what you see on the field and people just talking about it. Stop. Let me build the place that other people can come. A Nigerian can hear my program, know that I support Nigeria, know that I support South Africa, and want to come and fit in with other Jamaican people. So you can learn more. Because we tend to be a people of just want to keep ourselves in between ourselves. And I think that is not a good thing, you know, because it limits you what you know. So my conversations are always to open up more dialogue to the world. So I can bring it back because I don't think I alone can help Jamaica. So I always work on a way to make other people do my work as well. All right. So hope you understand from that side, determined and know what I mean. I'm not disrespecting anybody, but
Eddie,
going forward, I'm trying to change things.
You know,
Let me, Pastor, 1 second. I'm running through this chat. Good day, Rich Dice. Yeah. You said Spence didn't meet your expectation and she didn't have options to pass to. Yes, JD. Okay, so he's explaining himself. We're not going to go back over that because we did chop it up. Big up yourself, Sports Chat JA. Hope you're okay and well. I like Spence and Jade Bailey. Is a good passer. Them two I like. We are not getting most from them though. All right, so Wununis agree with me that they are good passers in their team, but not necessarily what he saw from them. We don't have a woman's league or passion in Jamaica. So that comment doesn't apply to the females. I think he was talking about the females as well. And I would agree with the Owen there. We entered a team in the Concacaf and it never went so well for us to play like 4 games and we conceded 30 goals and Richards strike a ball from 9,000 yards. That's the only goal we could have scored in the entire competition. All right, so we conceded 30 and we scored 1. And that is the Fraser's Whip is the best set of talents combined in presently locally put together to play in the league. All right, so it tells you, determined, say, we have to look at the reality. We have to talk on what we know is the truth. You understand me? Sometimes it's going to make us not feel like we're the greatest, but the truth is nobody is the greatest. You have to work to achieve the greatness. All right? Usain Bolt was not born great. He himself tell you that he works hard to be great. So our attitude need to change. Our attitude need to change as a people. We are not greater than anybody else. It's what you implement in yourself and how hard you work. That's what differentiates you from everyone. All of us born as a kid. We couldn't speak, Pastor. We learned to speak in whichever country we are. I never saw a baby born talking, but according to people, we born talking and nobody else in the world born talking. It's not true, all right? So let we deal with life like that. We are all normal human beings. What separates us is the passion and the drive and the work ethic. and the ability to learn as well. That's what separates everybody in this world. And that's why I've always have a struggle with you guys, because you think that because I'm not saying Jamaica is the greatest, I don't like Jamaica. It's just because I see that I am not delusional. I know that Usain Bolt is the greatest sprinter. You know why? Because he works very hard. And when I saw his interview, he's telling you that he works very hard to achieve that. But what we do is to omit the man working hard and to take away the man greatness. And I heard him on an interview the other day, and he was upset because he's saying that he's trying to explain to people that, you know, I work very hard. It's the hard work that I put in. I remember when Usain Bolt and Gonzalez running together, and he was injured over and over. Usain Bolt was already dubbed as the biggest thing in the world, and he went and failed in several meets. I was watching those meets, all right? And the people stop talking about him until he comes back. You get me? So what we need to do is to get around our people, motivate them, tell them the truth, and try keep on motivating them. That's what I would say, people. Nobody born greater than nobody. It's not true. All right. Some people might have more physicality, and people harness that physicality out of them to make it more over the top in whatever sports they are doing. You understand me? But nobody born great, bro. Everybody born just wherever they do born, and whatever genetic makeup they do have, whatever sports they choose, people harness that, educate them, and then they are better at that. If you talk about track and field, I'm not an aficionado for track and field, but everything that I heard them spoke on is education. Oh, ironic. They are Jamaicans, you know. So then why track and field is talking about education and what they learn, and they are proud of the coaches them to teach them. So then why, when we talk about football, it seems like we're omit education? Yo, we need to bust a salad here. We need to run past 60 people. Run past what? Run past what? Get real. It's not going to happen. That's fantasy. All right? I'm very sorry, people. And I said I was not going to shout, and I remained that way. All right? I remain that way. Because Cranky claimed that I am not a good analyst because I only shout. Cranky, not even my toenail you can't touch. All right? With my analysis. JD, we're big, fast, and strong. Everybody give we our flowers, sir. All right. Guys, I am not disrespecting anybody. I just said we are all normal human beings. Well, if you can find a big, fast, and strong person in Jamaica, you can find a big, fast, and strong person in Nigeria. It's just what you apply a big, fast, and strong to. You understand me? Yes, I understand. I understand, Owen. Every ghetto you the star. I understand. All right? Yes, but you have ghetto in Nigeria as well. So every ghetto you the star. It makes perfect sense. Every ghetto you the star. You have ghetto in Netherlands. You have ghetto in England. So every ghetto you the star. Yeah, okay, no problem. The rich people picking them is not star. They can't do nothing. All right. Oh, Pastor. I have 2 hours. I have 30 more minutes. And we never wanted to spoil the show. But I still have to give them some fun as well.
You know, yesterday I was in lesson study class. I am a Jamaican. They have a black man in the class. He's a guy.
One second. Wunun, you never hear what I've just said. So Wunun, I've just said the same, you know. Everybody born the same Wunun. But everybody have different natural ability where you're using whatever sports you apply it. Wunun. So how are you acting like you're saying something different? Or you just want to find a way how to sell the cocoa juice? Wunun, you need to be careful now, Wunun. All right, look, yes. JD, I disagree. They bred our race to be big, fast, and strong. Our average height is 5'7" as Jamaican men, and 5'4" as Jamaican ladies. The average height for Netherlands is around 6'3.5" and around 5'9" as woman. So what are we talking about? So they breed
so
Netherlands people as alien.
Lie.
They breed Netherlands people as alien then. Determined. why we keep on trying the biggest problem I see with this thing, it's a good conversation to have because I think people learn from it. What I think is the biggest problem, we just want to get greatness without doing anything. That's our problem. We want to skip every step in life. We don't want to work for anything. You realize that is your biggest problem because all I'm saying, all I'm doing is applying working hard for something, and you're trying to take away our working hard for something. That's what you're doing, JD, stop, Pastor. He's about to start a lesson.
Since he's gone into the field of genetics.
Oh my God. Pastor, my show is not people I want to extend football, man. Since 30 minutes of this and I'm done. All right.
since he's gone into breeding, I'm going to cover what I started saying when you pick up one statement and deal with the breeding issue. There's a breed of cattle in Jamaica, the Jamaica Hope. Notice the name. Jamaica
I don't know what saying here.
It's a breed developed.
Right after.
It's a breed developed by Dr. T.P. Lecky. It's a breed developed by Dr. T.P. Lecky to produce milk.
Pastor, you always try. I never try to go directly, Pastor. You are trying to look war with people. Pastor, stop trying looking war with the man, because I never went into those details, I don't want the war, Pastor. Let me just get Unknown. So Unknown says everybody is not born the same. That's all I'm saying. Not sure why you take that as an attack on what you're saying. But if you're saying something different, take it as an attack because you're wrong. No, Unknown. I'm saying everybody born the same. Wunun, everybody born the same. They born as a kid. I have never seen an 11-year-old person, Wunun, grow up and already fast and strong. They all born, can't walk, can't talk. That's what I've said, Wunun. I am almost certain that is the case. I did apply on what you had said as well, that some people have different natural makeup because of genetics. And then after that, we apply education onto it to harness that genetics. So that's the same thing you're saying as me. I never said I'm attacking you or you attacking me. I'm just saying, why are you trying to stroke this cocoa juice argument? You understand me? When what I'm saying is the exact thing. I'm just asking you, show me the person that born at 20 years old, running past everybody and big, fast and stronger. Because every baby born the same. Well, that's all I'm saying. And that is pretty much what you had said as well. You know? So we were saying the same thing. I was not attacking you, my brother. All right? I was not attacking you. Let's listen to what I've said. I was not attacking you. The world stroke with ego through all the entire 90s. This is the byproduct. Okay. So, okay. All right. Guys, we don't want to stay off. We don't want to come off the football, because we are. All right. So, JD, think Jamaica born different. Why are we so soft why are we so soft after then? Jesus, God, man. I just said, so would we agree? Our pastor, let me know. Let me talk to pastor first and the people else in chat. So every kid don't born the same. Like we all don't born, can't talk, can't walk. We all don't born that way. And then certain genetics definitely specific, better in certain race. All right? That's what we just said then. All right, no problem. So if you're from a certain region and a certain ethnicity, you might have stronger fast twitch muscle. That is true. You understand me? But they all born the same. That's all I've said. And then whatever your strengths are from your ethnicity, you kind of harness that to go in whatever sports you think fits that best. That's what I've said, I don't think that should be something that somebody can argue with, That's, I can only come on a Jamaica stream and somebody argue with that because that's the definition of life. That's the definition of life, man. No man still argue, man, I say them born better than the definition of life. All right. So I don't know. All right. I don't know. Pastor, go ahead, big boss. Go ahead. I have 20 more minutes.
I was saying I was saying that you made this Nigerians, if the Nigerians and the other nationalities are able to come to the Jamaican space, we open ourselves to greater opportunities to learn more and at a faster rate.
Yeah, man. Determine your born apply.
Yesterday, I was in lesson study class with a Guyanese and people from Burma. Burma is that little country out beside Thailand and India. Thailand on one side, India on the next, Burma out there. So. And it was such a rich experience to have the cultural differences brought to bear. We're studying the same material, but the cultural insights that they could bring to the subject that we're studying was so enriching for me. I was the only Jamaican in the room. And I believe them when they say they learned what they said they learned from my perspective, because it was the same testimony I had, that how I learned from their perspective being brought to bear on the subject.
Yeah.
We as a Jamaica football fan base has totally cut that out of our experience by the behavior
football fan base,
that most of the fan base display.
I am not in a part of the Jamaica football fan base.
You are a born Jamaican.
Yes,
you're
I'm
a born Jamaican, and you're a fan of Jamaican football, especially the female, the female football.
Yes, I love football.
You're an analyst, yes, but that don't make you not a fan.
I am not a part of the football fan base, Pastor.
I am not going to say that.
You, I am not. All right. Yes, I want to stay only as an analyst.
And I am saying, until you have provided evidence to that same, we will not admit it in the court of law. The next thing I was saying, there has been no systematic effort brought to bear where it concerns the breeding of human beings in Jamaica. There has been no systematic, organized effort where the breeding of Jamaicans are concerned on the island of Jamaica. It is a lie. We were not bred to be big, fast, and strong at any time in our history. It is a lie. It is a lie. And I want you to check the World Health Authority information base and provide the information. And I'm talking directly to the person that made that post. We were bred to be big, fast, and strong. Show me that from the records of the World Health Organization that Jamaica as a country sought to breed its people to be big, fast, and strong.
All right.
Other than that, don't ever tell that lie again.
Pastor. All right. Yes, Pastor. We in the 30 minutes. We wanted to talk about Bunny Shaw, and Jamaica can.
Let's go to Bunny Shaw. I was settling the issue. Go to Bunny Shaw.
Let me. All right. Upon running says, and the reason for that is our structure and fundamentals. Structures and knowledge of the game is lacking. That's what he says. Okay, Uptown Kingston. Sometimes I don't know when you're serious, because of it. I passed a ball to two of my little cousins when they were babies. The way they struck the ball from they could stand, I said they are going to be good. It was natural. Both played professional. Well, you know what they said? The main statement in this you said from they could stand, Pastor. So that means there were a point when they couldn't stand, right? So I think I rest my case. Determined, that means one unprofessional footballer players them, they could have, they weren't standing at first. All right, yes. I'm active football. When last you have, I've been to the Caribbean since COVID, and kids and being born with teenage capabilities. It's just not in the news. You have to go and see it. I never knew that, but that sounds fascinating. Well, Pastor, maybe you need to go back as well because he's saying that in the Caribbean,
he's talking about academic. He's talking about academic achievements. I was at university with a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old. That's all he's talking. That's all they can speak about.
So the 0-year-old, he's saying that people born in.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Before the game, Pastor, not letting
it's
up.
He's
saying they might be getting brighter in the teens, but
we have brilliant children. We have brilliant children in the Caribbean. Some of them speaking several languages at age 5.
All right.
But that's a lie, determined, tell it. Before the game, tell it. Lie.
No, I know he's being sarcastic. I know it. JD, what the hell I'm watching? I don't understand. We're talking about football wrap-up for ladies. But obviously, when we talk about the Jamaican segment, Jamaica just does not stay on football. You understand me? It does not ever happen. So that's why I already planned for them today to say that I know it's going to be off-key. So I'm going to put Jamaica segment a little bit different from the rest. I will state with all of my analysis of everything that happened of all games. And then when I come to Jamaica side, they do whatever they want. All right? Yes. So that's what you're watching. The only reason is because they were born in Jamaica. Right. Somebody remind me, please. Did Al Grimson, we Jamaicans were big and or think Jamaicans were big and fast? I don't think so. JD sell out Jamaica. Man no go home in a 20 years. That's not true. I think the last maybe like 13, 14 years, something like that. 13, 14 years. And that's what I've said to you guys. I'm an African. All right. So that's my next target to go. Nigeria, Sierra Leone. I want to touch the side of Sierra Leone before I die. All right. So Sierra Leone, Nigeria, I want to go to. Egypt, I always wanted to go to Egypt as well. So I have and people told me about South Africa. I should have went to. Was it South Africa? I should have went to. I have to call my wife and ask her. But I think we should have went to South Africa before, either South Africa or Egypt, but I never went there because it was before the COVID. So those are my 3 places that I need to go, So that's my intention, JD, you're a funny cat. I'm a funny cat. Oh my God. No, Ghana, JD. Nigeria first, because obviously I told the Nigerians that I'm going to be coming there. Ghana is always nice. I have a lot of friends here from Ghana. All of my friends are Africans, I have like 200 friends that I play football with. They're all Africans, from everywhere. From the first day I came here. No, not the first day, but pretty much the 3rd week started to play with them. We're still friends, just to see it. I was swimming from in the womb. Yeah, I think that is but I think every kid, majority, all of them can do that. So that
all
is not,
babies swim in the womb.
That's not separation. You have not gotten any separation. Jamaican players generally don't get good development. So most are Maltese Prem standard at best, like my cousin. All right. Currently, there is no local born Trini in the EPL. And 1 Jamaican born in the EPL. The world is missing out on all the natural talents. Yeah, that's true. JD, if you come to Jamaica, you're gonna lose. Okay. Oh God. I saw all the bridges and stuff building, and and down on the waterfront and stuff. I saw it. All right. Real baller, are you disrespecting me? Calling me a funny cat? That's what. Let me know if you're meaning Jamaican stuff. You're disrespecting me, real baller? Let me know and then I can respond. No, Ghana. Christopher, I will be going to Ghana. I can't go everywhere one time, man. I have to plan out things and do it, All right? I have to plan out things and do it. All right, and people, I can't believe I have to defend myself. People, if I plan things, my life is structured. So I will never move away with my kid and my work and my lady. So if it's not in my family time, I can't do it. So if that makes me less Jamaican, because a man clip something, send, give me. And I heard people trying to chastise me because I can't move as to how they would like me to move. Tell you what, I have never tried to be the Jamaican that you're trying to describe. I tried to be myself. So if that means me being organized and being a nice person to my family is a bad thing, boy, I don't want to be you. I think I would be me and sub me off and be me again. Yes, I would want to be me 2 times. All right, because principle goes a far way in life. My kid feels happy every day to see me. Turn up at our school, everything, buy her gifts, them and everything.
Full stop.
I like that life. I love that life. Past day, hear what you said about me. Alone.
Yes.
And you're amazed. All right. So I love that life.
Yes.
You know. Yes. I love that life. I prefer that more than anything else. All right. I'm
They,
not a
they don't
reckless,
hear when they don't hear when
running
Gemma
up and
say
down.
you are the best. They don't hear when Gemma say you are the best father. That even our friends at school think you are the best father. They don't hear
Yeah,
those things.
because the school friends them, they're taking me for granted because I am the father, the only father, being the watchman for them. Because when they are walking, I am the one walking, and I'm more energetic than most other people. No, I wasn't born so energetic. All right, so let me make sure clear that. So I am the one have to be running in front of them, putting up the signs because the last time we went on a field trip, and I had to walk in front of the kids and put up the signs, make their stamps and everything. You know, so they're amazed how active I am, but that is my normal life. You know, So it is what it is. I am okay to be that. You know, 2 times in a row. I hold on. What they said? Oh, no disrespect. I don't know what they meant. I'm gonna give you a good page, real baller. All right. The American slaves coast pastor. Please read. What? Stay away from JA. The WhatsApp group man them want scalp your brown beer. brown beer. Let me give it this brown beer. The WhatsApp group man them a waste man and limited IQ people. And if I come to Jamaica, it might end very bad for them. All right, because that means I'm going to go back in my Jamaican thinking with a whole heap of money. All right, so they don't have much chance. All right, yes, brown beer. So they don't want to see me in Jamaica. I think they should be better that I'm in Belgium trying to be nice. All right, yeah, send that, click that brown beer to the low IQ merchants. All right, yes. Pastor, what? We have a few more minutes. What, Pastor? I don't make things up. Okay, well, you can answer. Determine. I don't know why determine kind of stick in football.
There is no medical evidence that there was ever an effort to do no specific breeding of human beings in Jamaica.
I agree with that.
There is none.
I agree with that as well. I agree with that, Pastor. Because
yes.
Look, the reputation of Jamaican men literally agree with your statement right there. All right? And I think he never picked up what you're saying out of... You know what? Because his brain closed off since Yonim had an issue and he stopped thinking. That's what happened with determined there. I am actually calling him out right now. That's exactly what happened to him. Because from he said it, that's exactly what I got. I never wanted to get into it. But once he said it, I said, oh God, Pastor, going down that road. Yes, I think that is accurate. All right, our culture sells that story and we brag about that story. But when Pastor says that there is no design breeding, you have a problem with it when you always sell that story. All right. JD, you may get lost in Jamaica. Every 3 car in a Jamaica today is either Benz, Beamer, or Audi. Every 3 cars.
So what they Belgium?
So uptown. I never had a Benz. We had a Range Rover, we had a Land Rover, we had a Audi, we had a Peugeot, iron top convertible. And then I had 5 other small cars like the Nissan cars, them, the Toyota cars, them, and all them small cars there. So I was in Jamaica 14 15 years ago with all of those stuffs. So I never expect those things not in Jamaica when I had that in my yard park uptown. So I think that is nothing different. I think I would be surprised if Jamaica don't have those things today. But uptown, I am in tune, you know. I'm not so lost to Jamaica, and I'm in tune, you know. I'm in tune. Don't worry yourself. I just don't really talk about what's going on in Jamaica because I'm not there. Imaxit football. What is your objective prediction for Liverpool versus Citizen? Jesus God. Every other 3. I think it might be every 2 at this point, you know, especially if you go into certain areas. If you go to New Kingston, maybe every 2 cars you will see Benz, Beamer, Audi, Tesla. I think you have a lot of Tesla there now. I think so, right? Tesla in Jamaica. Hold on, Tesla.
I don't think they will have a lot. I don't think they have a lot of Teslas.
Not a lot in Jamaica as yet, but I think soon you might have a lot in Jamaica. All right. Okay. They're sorting out battery companies and charging stations. So in the future you will have way more Teslas in Jamaica. But not now. All right. Yes.
Yeah.
JD, which get a youth? What are you saying? But I had all of those things, and I was in the ghetto. I was living in Walton Park with all of those things. All right. Yes, everybody can attest to that. All right. So I'm not going to go into my story. You don't want to know my business, but that is a fact. All right, blood. That is documented. He said, not a lot of Tesla, but a lot of electric vehicles are in Jamaica. So okay, so maybe the Tesla different.
The Tesla is a higher quality, and so the charging stations are different.
Okay. So which other electric vehicles like BMW electric and those stuff?
Maybe, but that person who owns the BMW electric have a charging station at their yard.
Okay,
so under the upper class people them can do that. So you don't have a lot of no electric vehicle in Jamaica.
But BMW, okay, no, I get it. So the hybrid, like the charging ones from the BMW and every other version, but except Tesla. Yeah. Okay. No, I got it. Yeah, man. Remember, determine. Yeah, my lifestyle is documented. You know, I don't need to talk all them foolishness there. You know, you hear what's his name again? The man, what he said, what's his name? Brown Beer took the message and gone. You know, Brown Beer. Here I tell him that the low IQ mans then can't kill me at all. Maybe the whole maybe they need me to erase them from Jamaica. You know, so I might need to go there to erase some of them. You know, to make people actually see what reality
there was a point in Jamaica before I left.
Electric, okay.
There was a point in Jamaica when I drove past the countrysides of many the roads in many parishes. I could point out I buried that one. I buried that one. I buried that one.
Oh my God, Pastor gone in his fighting spirit. Pastor don't pay them any mind. All right. People, we only have a few. Brown Beer said, bro, I haven't lived in JA from 03. Oh, you're worse than me, Brown Beer. All right. So they might want to take you out as well. You know, but for Duns like me, that can't happen, Brown Beer. These idiots on YouTube and WhatsApp groups talking, I clown these people, man. Believe me, Brown Beer. Proper clone them. So what you need to do is just avoid WhatsApp groups, you know. It might make your brain cells them fry after a certain point. So just leave them alone. Let them stay in their delusional cesspool. You know, yes, in their delusional cesspool. Make sure you clip it and send it to me. Send it to them. Their delusional cesspool. While we're perfectly happy in life and living. You know, yes. What you need to know about Tesla? No, we're just asking if Tesla, because we're talking about the cars that are there at this point. There is a Chinese company called BYD. Okay, BYD in Jamaica. BYD cars. BYD Auto. All right. Jamaica. Where is Jamaica? Okay, it's a big brand. All right, so how can these be big brands and they don't know nothing about them? Until someone tell me. Okay. All right, so some of them look like Tesla people. All right, so you're telling me that all of these nice. Oh, this looks nice, man. Yeah. All right, let me see how much for it. All right, so hold on. I don't want to see the people. I want to see how much money it is. All right. I want to see how much money it is for it. All right, visit the site. Cost. Okay. Ooh, all right. Let me see. What's the cost? Okay, it doesn't look bad in the past. They want to see it. Let me put it up on the screen. Let me put it up on the screen, people. All right.
I'm not in Jamaica, so of course, more I see it.
Yes, this is it. I think this BYD E6. All right. Doesn't look bad at all. This looks like a little minivan. Yeah.
Looks like the shape. Look like the shape that the Honda Odyssey.
Yeah. And inside doesn't look bad at all. Yeah. As
how much million Jamaican dollars they're selling that for now?
Well, we're about to find out. All right. 240 and 240 goes. Check ESP system. Nice. Okay. All right. What's the cost for this thing? All right. Hold on. BYD. All right. I need to. All right. BYD E6. This is the E6. So we need the Dolphin. Okay. No, we don't need the Dolphin. Dolphin is ugly. All right. This one doesn't look good either. I need a car. All right, this looks nice. So that means the unheavy. All right, get me on the list. No, I don't want any. All right, let me try to find the cost in Jamaica. Cost price in Jamaica. All right, unheavy. Okay, it's not there. 6.45449 million.
Not bad.
It's not bad at all. 3 months ago.
6 million. 6 million is what? 30,000 US.
Yeah, it's not bad
or
at
maybe
all.
35.
4 million.
Maybe 35.
The Dragon. Okay, it's not so expensive, people. So yeah. I guess people can get some good cars.
30,000 US range. 35.
Thank you, Christopher. Thank you. It looks like good price, man. It's good price, you know, even a little bit cheaper than what I expected. Electric, because remember you have to bring them in and then clearance fee and stuff. So I expected it should go up a little bit more. Electric vehicles in Jamaica: BMW, Juta, BYD, Jaguars, Benz, and Porsche. Several gas stations has charging port. And there is a charging station at AC Marriott. Okay. Thank you, Neil. So the Tesla, the Tesla is not there. So everyone's saying that Tesla is not there. Don't know why Tesla is not there. Maybe it's just because normal people has to bring it in, and then you have to pay double the cost to ship it, right? So it's not like it doesn't worth it to ship it. So maybe they don't have the. Let me see if Tesla branch in Jamaica.
I guess the government will give them some kind of concession to go EV too.
Tesla Jamaica. Let me see if they don't have any Tesla Jamaica. Okay. All right. I don't see. Are there any Tesla in Jamaica? Okay. They said they just imported couple of them, and that was the 22nd of September 2024. All right. But they don't have it. They don't have any companies there or anything. Okay, so they don't have it. They don't have it. Just maybe individuals have 1 and 2, but they don't. They don't have
Tesla
it. So
don't
they
have a
have
company there.
so I think they're right. They're right. We don't have it in the country as yet. We don't have any branch and stuff. That's what they said here. But they have in some vehicle there. So yeah. Thought that they would have been in there because it would have been a good thing. Because the sun is there, you know, you can use a lot more, you know. Yes, but people, we have reached 2 hours. Let me finish it up. So, Pastor, what you want to see from the girls them coming in the next game, and what would you be satisfied with?
I'll be satisfied if I see what the coach said he's trying to achieve borne out on the field, where they are playing as a unit, they are getting their passes together, and if I see that, I'll be satisfied.
Okay.
You're already 3 goals up in the two-leg the two-leg friendly, so you should be more comfortable to get what the coach is saying done.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see that. I want to see the players that drive the engine of the team energy level up to the standard we hold them at. So this is my indicator to Drew Spence. Don't let me down twice in one weekend, you know, or, or in 1 week. The same to Primus and the other midfielders. You know, play the game you play and follow the coach's instructions, and let's see Jamaica as a unit rather than individual players. We win more together.
Yeah. Yes, I am looking at the game here, and that's why I wanted to run off. I'm going to go to the shop as well to get some more things for my kid for tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, this one is a good one, people. I would agree with Pastor. What I would be satisfied with, I don't think I want to see I know that they play good because I saw them play Nigeria. Obviously, it's a stronger team played Nigeria, and they kept the ball well against Nigeria as well. So maybe they're just a good passing team. But at least I want to see more on the press and winning the balls off the press. That's what I want to see more than anything else. And I want to see more things than just Bunny Shaw scoring, you know, because we already know that. That's the one thing you give ladies football turn on and Bunny Shaw scoring. So we want to see more because we want it to translate against bigger teams, because Bonisha scoring might be limited against bigger teams because we can't get the ball, and they have other quality players that can really stifle Bonisha easier. So we want to see after Bonisha can't score, how much openings we can create on the field to make she have more options, because you know that if you give her more options, she can score more ways. So let me see. That's what I'm talking about. Roughly $1 paid for charging your EV translate to two at the fuel pump. Okay. 1 nil, yeah man. Real baller electric vehicle just take too long to charge. Imagine you being at the gas station for 30 minutes. JD, is it possible to do a watch along for Manchester, Liverpool? No, because but I'm gonna be home. Janos, Christopher. Yeah, Christopher. No, yeah, stress me out, Christopher, because my kid is gonna come home right after Christopher. All right, so Christopher, since you guys want watch-alongs for Premier League, you guys interested in that? Should I go back to building Premier League watch-alongs? So every week I do like a weekly breakdown of what everybody doing, like what I do for the Reggae Boys abroad. I should just do a watch-along and compile everybody in it. Are you guys okay with that? Oh, you said just put it in the discard. All right, so when I do reach back, I'm going to put it back in. All right, so people say they want that. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to do the Reggae Boys Abroad live every weekend. We're going to pick 2 games every weekend. But that is if I don't have any girls games, you know. Because you know that if I have the girl games, I have to go over the next channel and do it. But once we are available, we're going to do two games on the weekend. So what that does, it kind of bring more people to get educated towards what's really going on in football. And that is our principle. So I think that would be a good thing to do. So I think we're going to do that. Winone says yes. Christopher already interested in it. Owen and those mans will pass through. Pastor will pass through. So we can do it. Yeah, man, we can do it. So next week, starting next week, I will do it. All right, so Pastor, massive respect again, Big Boss. Everyone that came in, this one was a very good one because obviously we stick to only football. Yes, we have touched a little bit the topics and stuff, but I think this is very good. And these are the streams that we want to do going forward. I am tired of the Boogie Yaga. Get a card and behavior thing. Yes, I want these streams to be like this. All right. So please let me make sure the streams are like this. All right. Okay, 1 second. I am missing some things. To inform whether we are making progress, I think you should do an objective analysis of TNT versus Jamaica U14 game. Jeez, before the game, I am not doing nothing about Jamaica if you're not here with me. All right? If I do anything, you have a bag of brain dead. So we know that we have seeing human being, but the brain dead people, those brain dead ones that cause us much problem, I don't want to do any verses, not at all. Big Boss, you get me? So you have some brain dead people that has problems with me, so I'm avoiding them. All right, I just come and do my football, ladies, and then I go back to the rest of the world, which they properly accept me there. So before the game, I only will do that one with you. All right, so if you're willing to want to join me and we talk about it, you send me the clips, then I will do it. All right, but I am not doing nothing. I don't want to cover no Jamaican alone video at all. I don't want to do it anymore. Leave them for that. All right. Uptown Kingston, I don't care who has no competition. I am not going to do it. Okay, no problem. All right, no problem. So people, I am just out. All right, so take care of yourself. Stay safe. All right, Pastor, stay safe. Stay safe, Pastor. All right, yeah, man. All right, so people, smash the like button on your way out. Let me know your thoughts on all of the topics. I don't think I can cut them today because I'm going to be busy. All right, so take care of yourself and stay safe. All right, bye-bye.